let's start with this. What is marriage?
Okay, basically, I will take it from the biblical point of view.
Okay.
As I will start, it all began in Genesis. So we'll look at marriage as the coming together of a man and a woman.
A man and a woman.
Yes,
I love that.
bound by covenant. Bound by covenant.
I love that.
For me, the most important aspect of it, because any man or woman can just come together. The covenant part of it. So a man, a woman coming together,
Yes.
bound by covenant. Then going together to do, what God has instructed them to do. Because there are roles for men, there are roles for women. But when you decide to come together, it's called marriage.
That's right.
Covenant brings those two, to become one. Yeah, it's quite a broad topic, and it's causing lots of issues, especially in our current world where we have lots of young people who seem to be confused about the issues of finding a man and a woman. But because I'm going to be talking basically from my own point of view.
Oh yeah.
Different persons will have what they think about
Definitely.
it. But I believe that Adam is meant to find Eve.
Adam is meant to find. So true.
Yes, Eve is not meant to find Adam.
So true.
Eve is meant to position herself to be found by Adam.
I love that word. She needs to position herself to be found. In finding Adam or Eve, as the case may be, how did it start? I mean, what's the beginning? How do you go about it?
Okay, so I'll start from the man's point of view.
Okay.
Now, God made Adam and gave him responsibilities, gave him assignments to do, gave him work to do, to take care of everything he had created. And at the point he said, it's not good for the man to be alone. So it shows that at some point in a man's life, he has to get into that communion with a woman. So if God could say that by himself, that I made everything good, because God said everything I created was good.
Was good. Oh,
The
but
earth,
one.
everything. So suddenly God came back and said, it's not good. So I was wondering,
It's not good.
how can God, my God, say it's not,
It's not good.
And he took it up from there and said, I need to provide a wife for him. So I'll make him an helper that is meet for him.
An helper.
So God had to bring the woman and gave it to the man. And said, now live together as one. And the man said, this is now bone of my bone and flesh of my flesh. So they began that journey called
It all started
marriage from there.
From the beginning. Awesome.
God is all-knowing. He has a plan for everything. Because if God could say to the man and bless them and said, be fruitful, multiply, replenish, subdue.
It could have been Adam and cow.
And cows. and Adam and the lion and everything. But he knew that if I was going to get my image represented on earth, obviously the lion or the cow or the animals do not look like God. God said, okay, how do I get me? Because he made us in his image and his likeness. How do we replicate that? The fruitfulness issue, the multiplication issue. I have to find a way to reproduce.
Producing their kind.
So he had to bring the woman. So it was never in the plan of God. So I tell people, when you talk about marriage, you have to go back to the author of marriage. Marriage did not start from TV shows. The white people didn't invent it.
So true.
God Almighty began it. And if he did,
and
he gave us
it's very
a
important to him.
Very important to him. And he gave us a way to run it.
So true.
So you can't go and follow something else a man wrote. If God said this thing must be man and woman,